Every January is the same thing. New plan, new motivation, new supplements. You hire a coach, download a training app. You fire up for a few weeks. Then life hits. You get busy, work schedule is crazy, you miss the workouts, the scale doesn't move the way you want to. Here's the truth. Most people don't want to hear that, but it's not necessarily a discipline problem or motivational problem or effort problem. It's a planning problem because you never set up the system correctly in the first place. So today I'm going to show you the exact phase that almost everyone skips. And skipping it almost guarantee that you're going to fail and start over again. Phase one of my coaching system is called pre-onboarding. This happens before the workouts, before calories, before the macros. The entire job of this phase is very simple. Does this current plan will actually fit your current life? Because if it doesn't matter how good the program is, doesn't matter how scientifically optimized it is. If the program doesn't fit your current habits, current lifestyle, it's not going to work and you simply will quit. And the pre-onboarding phase has 3 steps. If you skip one of those steps, you're going to build a program that is created on the weak foundation. And step 1 is called a reality check. And this is not some type of a boring intake form. This is just type of awareness of where you are currently in life. How many hours of sleep are you getting? What is your work schedule? How many hours do you work? How many hours do you sleep? How many times a week you can realistically work out based on your schedule? What is your stress level? Because if someone comes to me, they said that they want to get a 6-pack in 2 months, but they hate the gym, they only can work out 1 time a week, they sleep 5 hours and they work 60, 70 hours a week, then the plan needs to change, not the person. And most people build a plan for the person that they wish to be, not where they actually are currently. We're going to build up habits and behaviors and we'll build up to a new lifestyle, to a new person that you want to be. But we want to start with the baseline. That's why the reality check, step 1, is very important. And step 2 in this phase is setting expectations, realistic expectations. Because if you think that you're going to lose 60 pounds in 1 month and build 10 pounds of muscle in 1 month while be able to only train 2 times a week and sleeping 5 hours a night and working 70 hours per week, you're going to set yourself for a failure and big disappointment. So what you want to do is assess where you currently are with your lifestyle, what you can realistically do, and based on that, setting up realistic expectations. Because the thing is that weight loss and progress in general is not linear. Scale is going to go up and down. Your performance is going to go up and down. So we're not necessarily looking at daily phases. We're looking at trends over time. And we're working on building certain skills to help you accomplish bigger goals later. But setting up realistic expectations is going to be very important. Otherwise, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to feel like you're failing. You're going to get disappointed, which will cause you to quit on your fitness journey and not be consistent with it. And step 3 is the most important step. It's called bad day protocol. This is a protocol that asks, what are you willing to do and realistically be able to do on your worst day or on your worst week? Because sure, everyone can work out for an hour or 2 when they have a lot of time and they're motivated. But what about when you get busy? What about when your life gets stressful and things gonna happen? On those weeks and days, what realistically you can do? That can be a very small thing. For example, you can just work out for 30 minutes 2 times a week, or making sure that each meal that you're eating contains some type of a source of protein. So that's going to be very important. Setting a plan on the weeks and days that gonna get busy, the life's gonna get crazy, right? Because eventually it will. You don't want to set up a plan on expectations where you feel the most motivated or where you have the most amount of time, but set up a plan when life's gonna get busy under your worst days. That's gonna be very important and very beneficial. And based on that, we can develop a plan. If you can do extra things on the days when you have more time, when you feel extra motivated and have more energy, that's a bonus point. But we want to set up a plan and your busy and stressful days. So here's the trap most people fall into. They skip all of the steps and they just go straight to the aggressive training and nutritional plan. They're trying to work out 6 times a week, eating imperfect, and when the life hits, when they're not prepared, they fail and they're starting over and over again, because intensity without alignment leads to a burnout. So when phase one is done correctly, training feels manageable, nutrition feels realistic, and you stop starting over and over again. If you failed before, this is the step you probably skipped. You focus on execution before building a strong architecture and foundation. So in the next video, we're gonna go over phase two, where we're gonna learn how to set up goals properly with a good foundation and without overwhelm that we can actually accomplish. Also, if you want to have an assessment of your phase one, the link to the form is going to be in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.